Hi everyone, this is Abulia here. I'm going to do a hopefully quick tutorial on how to install the Silent Hunter 3 Onealex mod. And I'm going to start by telling you that you don't need the Steam version. However, um, because the Onealex mod is a all-inclusive mod that includes Silent Hunter 3, the executable, the entire game, and many of the most popular modifications to the game, and it's all patched up to the proper version and everything. It's basically install and forget, simple as you can do. That said, it's complex just enough to require a little bit of tweaking, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, I would strongly encourage you to be a registered owner of Silent Hunter 3. Right now, the Steam store, as I record this, has Silent Hunter 3 on sale for $2.49. It's regularly $9.99. I think it's a hell of a deal. I would strongly recommend that you purchase it. Or you can buy a CD-ROM version off eBay, and I believe the Ubisoft store has it for sale as well. Now you can see I'm an owner of Silent Hunter 3, but I have, according to this, played 0 hours. That's not true. I've played a ton of it. You do not install or use the Steam version at all. You're basically buying it to own the license. That's it. In fact, if you look at my library, I don't even have it installed at all. Okay, so much for the Steam. Let's not talk about that anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to download the mod. In the links below, I'm going to have a link to the Onealex Discord. Here it is. In that Discord, one of the channels is mod download link. It has some spiffy pictures here and some instructions. I'm going to walk you through all this. And then at the bottom is the link to the mod. Again, this is the complete game pre-modded for you. It is a 7Z archive, which is a little uncommon. So you may need to install a third-party program to unzip a 7Z archive. So you can see it here in my files here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to extract this sucker. And I immediately screwed that up by putting it right here, but that's fine. This is going to take a little while. So while we're here, I'm just going to say I'm a variety streamer. I stream on Twitch. I will have a link to my channel below. You're more than welcome to swing on by, drop a follow if you found this video helpful. You can give it a like here, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your wife, tell your significant other, you know, whoever. But really appreciate it. And if you join the Onealex Discord community, you can we can try to help you out with any questions you might have about the mod. And keep in mind, this mod is extremely challenging, the gameplay. Very realistic. It's not super duper realistic with all the stuff turned off. But you know, you're going to run into problems like dead torpedoes and whatnot, and more challenges than you might be used to. And there's a lot of really well-informed people who can help answer any questions you might have. All right, so I'm extracting this. I'm going to immediately move this to the root of my C drive. So you're going to see that in a second here. And we're almost extracted. Okay, we're now extracted. We'll just close that window. I'm going to immediately move this to the root of my C drive. Boop. And that's going to take a second. Okay, so you're going to see here it is. This is the root of my C drive. Ignore this version. That's my existing install of the game. That I didn't want to screw up my existing install. So you're not going to see this, but you will have this wherever you put it. The one place you should not put this is anywhere near Steam, because we don't want Steam to try to override it if for some reason you install the Steam version, which I don't recommend you do. Okay, so you've installed it. It's ready to play, right? No. Close, though. There are some instructions here we'll be going through here, but we've already done part one. We've unpacked it. Don't install it to your program files folder. Okay. I'm going to pause here, so let's call this step 1.5. There are a README file. I know it's 2023. No one reads READMEs anymore, but we're going to. We're going to look at it real quick. Basically, here's a reiteration of the instructions we're about to go through. It also explains some of the thought process into why this mod exists. It also lists all the mods that are included in this package. Again, it's pre-configured for you, so you're not going to have to do a whole lot. A link on how to do torpedo attacks and a link to the Discord. And then there's also a change log on all the various versions of Onealex. The version we're currently using is 1.5.3. At the time of the recording of this video, there may be a newer one later. Okay, so we've now unpacked that. Boop. All right, step 2, right click. We want to set the compatibility file for all these to Windows 7 and run as administrator. So, and you can see the path, my local drive, this directory. We're going to click into Silent Hunter 3, and there are 3 files. We're going to turn on the compatibility mode. And the first one is, again, by the instructions. This is the Silent Hunter 3 executable. So properties. That was a right click. Compatibility. Run it as Windows 7. Run as administrator. It was already turned on for me, so good news there. The next one is the JSGME. Properties. Run as Windows 7. Run as administrator. And the third one, Silent Hunter 3 Commander. SH3 Commander, where are you? Oh, in here. Aha, I found you. Windows 7, run as administrator. So it looks like the archive's already done this for us, but you should verify just to be safe. Okay, we're now on step 3. Run the game using the Silent Hunter 3 shortcut so the game creates a saved folder in your documents. So real quick, we're going to poke our head into my documents folder. Ignore this. There is no save file called sh3 yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch Silent Hunter 3. I'm going to back up here. And we're just going to run the game for the first time. Okay, we're in. You're going to see 2 things down at the bottom. This is the Onealex edition 1.5.3. You're also going to see down here in the bottom right, this is version 1.6b1. Okay? Exit the game. That's all we do. All we did is run the game so that if we look over here, F5, we now have an SH3 folder. It has now created our saved game folder. All right, we have now done step 3. Step 4, we've already done that, English. Okay, step 5. We're going to use the JSGME.exe to install the submods that we want to use. All right, this is probably the more confusing part. So, double click on this. Whoa. Okay, that was a bit much. So, here are all the mods that are pre-installed. What do you want to use? Your first gut instinct might be to just do them all. Don't do them all, because that will break stuff. Pick the ones you want. So, I'm going to go through each one of these from top to bottom pretty quickly. The Das Boot Musik puts the music in the menu. That's all it does. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Frozen Harbors does what it sounds like. It changes some of the graphics file for Frozen Harbors. These next 3 are campaigns, and you might be tempted to click all 3 of these. Don't. So the way it works, by default, you're playing in the Atlantic campaign. If you want to play in the Black Sea campaign, you install that one. If you want to play the Indian Ocean, you install that one. If you want to play in the Mediterranean, you install that one. If you're not sure, don't install any of them. Do the base game in the Atlantic. Higher airstrike probability, you can install that. It increases the amount of enemy airstrikes in the game. Late sensors, war snorkels, these are recommended later in the game. And again, a lot of this is covered, wait for it, in the README. Alex has explained what a lot of these do. Frozen harbors, late sensors, all that fun stuff. All right, let's get back to this. Music for YouTube. Some of the music in the game on the gramophone will be copyright struck. So if you happen to stream on YouTube or do videos, you might want to install this for your streamer. Negative buoyancy requires forward or stern momentum so that your boat can use its dive planes to establish buoyancy. Otherwise, your boat will just naturally sink very slowly. New water is water textures. No U mark gets rid of the marker when you go underwater, so you can't spot your marker from the surface. C4 textures are slightly better looking textures. I think they're much better looking. I use the 1024. I didn't see a difference with the 2048. Okay, this one might be maybe the most confusing. These are all skins, but they're skins for the player's boat. But the game will also use them for other boats of the same class. So you can only have one skin per type of boat installed. So there's only one Type 2 skin, and that's this one. So you can install that if you want. All of these are Type 9 skins. This is a 9B, so you could pick one of these to install. Here's a 9C skin. You can do one. Oops, see, this is what happens when you do too many of these. Are you sure you want to enable this mod? So this mod is conflicting with another mod that I've already clicked. The U-boat Type C skin is conflicting with the Type 9B skin. So this is one of those things like only install the ones that you need or want. Don't just try to install them all because it's going to fail. I'm going to Type C boat, that sort of thing. Okay. Ukrainian translation. If you're not Ukrainian, ignore it. Units without ponytails. I don't forget what that does. Display of tails on ships and planes on the map. So if you want a little more realistic where you don't know the direction of a ship is going, you can turn that on. Okay. Widescreen GUI. 1360 by 768. So if you have if you use that resolution, you might need one of these. I honestly do not know why there are two in here. I don't know. I don't use that size, so I don't need to use it. So here's all the mods that come with it. Here's the ones I've installed. So now we've chosen what we're going to install. We're going to install the music, airstrikes, buoyancy, the new water, the C4 texture, and a skin. Actually, let's do a Type 2 skin because that'll probably be the boat we start in. There we go. Okay. That's it. Everything over here is what will be activated. You hit close. Boom. It's done. All right. Next step. Okay. Select. Now, we're going to launch the Silent Hunter 3 Commander. Kill that. So in here and in here, Silent 3 Commander. I strongly recommend you make shortcuts for all this stuff, the way you do it. You don't actually need a Silent Hunter 3 shortcut. You can get rid of that. But I would definitely do this. Right click and send to desktop as a shortcut. So what I'm going to do is let me delete my shortcut here real quick. Boom, it's gone. Send to my desktop as a shortcut. Here it is. It's back. This is how you are going to launch Silent Hunter 3 from now on for the rest of your life. So let's click on it. What could go wrong? All right. It wants to know where Silent Hunter 3 is located. It's located in the C drive in this Onealex SH3, and that's where it is. So now we tell it, and it's going to pop open this window. This is where you're going to create your captains You're going to manage your crew. This is also where you're going to have some setup options for the game. In general, first thing we want to do is you want to go into here. I turn off the movies. If you need to change the path to the Silent Hunter 3 executable, you do it here. Make sure rollback automatically after exiting Silent Hunter 3 is checked. And then you can change any of this stuff the way you like. I don't recommend start patrols at sea, but you can. Realistic career length, realistic crew transfers. Your crew can be transferred on and off. Yada, 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 yada. The purpose of this video is not to show you all the options of Silent Hunter 3 Commander. So there you go. You can fool around with this as much as you would like. Yep, this all looks good. I'm just poking my head in here real quick. Okay, all looks good. Apply. Okay. All right, so what happens, is we first make a captain in here. There's two things you have to remember. You want to remember what flotilla you put him in, and you have to remember what year you're doing it. So for demonstration purposes, I am just going to put myself in the first flotilla in 1939. That's all we got to do. Oh, sorry, new career. First flotilla, 1939, random name. I'm Paul. Okay. I'll let them generate a number. They will generate a patrol grid. So that's it. So we're going to click this button to launch Silent Hunter 3. And again, from here on out, every time you want to play the game, you're going to launch Commander, you're going to select your captain, and then you're going to select launch. Don't worry, I'm going to show you this at the end. All right, first flotilla, 39. Let's do it. Okay, we are now in the game. And you may notice the music from Das Boot. That's because the mod's enabled. All right, we're gonna go to a new career. You can do missions if you want, but I'm taking this opportunity to just show you how to do the career. Here's Paul. We want to select Paul. We're going to accept. This is a new career for Paul. 1939, first flotilla. Just make sure these line up to whatever you put in the commander. And now start. We are now in the base. So this is where you can modify your crew. Don't modify anything. For your first patrol, don't modify your boat. Don't change the crew. Don't put an emblem on it. Don't do anything. All you're going to want to do is start your first mission. And when the campaign is actually going full steam, it will take anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes to load your game. All right, we're in the boat. We are in the game. All right, so you have a new career. What do we do next? Well, the recommended thing that you do is get your boat out, save the game, and then we're going to want to check two things. And we're going to do that, and I'm going to skip it in the video. But suffice it to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the boat out, and then I'm going to save the game. And then we're going to exit, and we'll pick back up at the end of that. One thing I will say is when you save the game in Silent Hunter 3, try not to do it within 25 kilometers of any base or any ship traffic. Even a ship you've sunk, it can potentially respawn. So try to get out to the open sea. When you do save, do it from the map. Always do it from the chart room and do it at 1 time compression. do not have the gramophone on. If you do that, you will very likely not run into any problems. Okay, I've maneuvered the boat out here. We're in open waters. We're about 80 some odd kilometers from the base. No traffic. So this is a great place to save the game. So we're in the map room. The gramophone is not on. We're at one-time compression. We are going to save the game. Name it whatever you want. Boom. Now, oh, sorry. We're going to save and exit. So that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, exit the menu. We're going to exit the game. Quit the game. So next what we're going to do, because we made that first career, is we're going to check to try to prevent that career from getting corrupted. I've had to do this every time, so I definitely recommend that you do this as well. There are instructions for this in stickies in the problems and solutions of the Onealex Discord. Basically, choose a name, flotilla, start date, sub number, launch. Do not change anything. Move your boat out. Change your harbor. When you're in the nav map, save. Go back to your desktop. Open Commander. Try to update your personnel file. You're now going to see Paul here. This error is, don't panic. This means there's no picture. You can give him a picture. Okay, there's everything. He's here. He's here and he's in the game. Okay, we're all good. You can see your personnel file. Okay, let's exit. Go to your documents folder, Silent Hunter 3 data configures, define the name, and open Patrol 0 CFG. So Silent Hunter 3 data config careers. Here's Paul, and we're going to open Patrol. There we go. This tells us the start year and the month. Sometimes, for whatever reason, this gets messed up. So now, at the same time, we're going to open documents, data, config, careers, the name, and the careers file. Documents, Silent Hunter 3, data, config, careers, the name of the captain. We're going to open the careers file. And we're going to look to make sure that the dates match up. So start month should be 8. Start day should be 1. Start year should be 1939. This is the careers file. We're going to save it. Boom. We're done. We now have Silent Hunter 3 with the mod installed and a good career file. Okay, and that's it. Again, the way you launch the game for the rest of your life, Silent Hunter 3, you're going to pick your guy here. Let's take a peek real quick. We're at sea during Patrol 1. We're in a Type 2. That's our designated grid. Check to launch. You're going to click on Saved Career because we're in the process. Here's Paul. He's on Patrol 1. Everything looks good. You're going to hit load. This is normal. This is the part where the mod, this is going to take longer and longer each time as the war rages on because the mod is tracking more and more stuff. So this could take on your computer anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes to load. Okay, we're back in the boat. And that's it. You can now continue your patrol as normal. Yeah, that's how you install. F1 is the basic help for the Onealex mod. Shows you basic controls, but that's it. One last thing I will say. Save and exit. There are README files. There are manuals that come with the game. If you go to the file, under documentation, there's some handbooks. Here is the manual for GWX 3, which the Onealex is based off of. It is a PDF. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 600 pages long. 644 pages. So some light reading. Don't worry, it's not all. A lot of it's just data. About the first 100 pages are what you should read. There is also a manual for the Onealex edition. Kind of covers everything we've done, but I do recommend looking through it. If you ever have questions as to what it's doing, it also covers a lot of the things I've just shown you how to do in this video. But that's it. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, yada, yada, yada. If you have any questions, try to find me on stream, on the Discord, or maybe answer down below in the comments. I'll do my best. Thanks for watching. Hope this was useful. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.